Welcome to the channel. My name is Rich, and today I'm going to talk about what I believe is the biggest addiction in the world, and that's gambling. I know, I know, it's denial. That's what a lot of yins are going to do. I did it for many, many years, but I believe it's the biggest addiction by far, bigger than any substance, any product, anything. And it is just overlooked because it's not a physical product. They they legalized it because they figured out a way to make money off of it. And being that it was legalized, it's definitely not looked at as an addiction by most. You know, they hire these actors and high profile people to push their agenda to empty your pockets and keep you poor or poorer, because there's no other easier way to control people than to keep them broke. I mean, you're broke, you got to depend on somebody, and they want you dependent on them. But I know myself, I always knew I was addicted, but I always made an excuse. Like I get in my comments all the time. Oh my God, my videos, they get some comments. Like you could, I see many of them say the same things I've said throughout the years, just straight denial. And I would do it all the time. I would lose my paycheck way back in the earlier days, and I'd have to wait a week, but I couldn't wait to get right back at it a week later when I got paid. But it always made me feel like shit, losing my money. It would either suck for a day or maybe 2 or 3, but then I couldn't wait to bet again. Oh, I can get it back. I can get it back, or I'm going to win next time. And so many ends do it. I did it, so I ain't spewing no hate here. I did it myself, but it's very, very hard. And the biggest thing that, and I'm sure most of you all dealt with this, that opened your eyes to have an addiction, but we all just turned a blind eye to it, and I did it too, was COVID. When COVID hit and there was no sports betting, oh man, it was hard. I got all these gnats flying around me now. But yeah, I mean, it sucked. I couldn't place a sports bet. But I'll tell you one thing that blew up was the online casinos, the sports books, man. They blew up. And that was just proof in itself of how big the addiction is. It's a disease, but they just took off. People were chomping at the bits, couldn't wait to get online and open up an account with anybody just so that they can get their fix. And it's just a shame, that it's overlooked by the government. It's overlooked by everybody. It's a disease that destroys lives daily. How far and how deep it destroys yours is how far or how deep you'll let it. For me, it took me over 3 decades, but I finally stopped. Thank God. I'm glad He gives me the strength to not continue. And at a certain point, enough is enough. You open your eyes up to it, but so many people don't. Especially when you haven't been gambling long. It's even harder to get you to quit because you haven't felt the pain. You haven't had enough time, enough history. But eventually, you keep going. You will. I just, it breaks my heart to know that, that it is pushed everywhere you look, and it is accepted when it destroys lives. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It absolutely does. I mean, there's people that take their lives because of it, and families are affected, people end up getting divorced, financial trouble, lose everything all over that addiction. So, I'm sure I'm going to have it in my comments again. There's going to be quite a few of you. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You just, blah, this, that, and the other. I've heard it all. I've seen it all, man. I've gotten over 3 decades. I've told myself the same things that you are saying. So you're not saying nothing that I haven't said myself or told myself or told anybody else. It's all the same. It's an addiction. I'll tell you this. If you don't think you're addicted, try and stop right now. Try and quit right now. Don't make another bet. Whether it's going to the casino and spinning the slots or playing poker or making a sports bet, anything, any type of gambling, stop right now. Tell me if you can do it. You might be able to go a day, 2, 3, maybe a week. you know. But if you find yourself needing that fix or needing to make a bet or gamble in any form, you're addicted. Might be a different level, you know, so everybody's got different levels of addiction. But if you can't quit cold turkey, just like cigarettes, just like drinking, just like anything, if you can't quit a cold turkey, you're addicted to it. When I was younger, I drank all the time. Oh, before I started driving truck, I was drinking, smoking weed all the time. I quit that like it was nothing to work. I mean, you can't do that when you're driving a truck across the country. I mean, some people do, but I never wanted to risk getting caught, so I quit it. But it was easy for me to quit. The one thing I could never, ever quit for over 3 decades was gambling. That's how bad it is. But again, it's overlooked. So, I don't know. I'm just hoping this helps at least one person, you know. But if you just want to find out if you are or not, just try quitting. Just try. Just cold turkey, boom, I am done. And see if you can do it. If you can do it, then you're not. But don't do it for a week and say, oh, I'm not, so I'll go back to gambling. Nah, that's just an excuse again. You know, you got to give us a time. Like, I'm 3 months in. I feel a lot better, but I know that there's going to be temptations along the way. You know, I just got to fight them demons. And so far, so good. And if you're fighting these demons, I wish you the best and continue. Don't give up. Fight the good fight. You know, don't give your money away. Put it in your own pocket. Do something else with it. But that's all I got for today. And if you're interested in any other videos about gambling, I got plenty on here. Go back and check them out. You know, there's a lot of other things I say about gambling, you know, what it can do to you and some of my experiences. But that's it. That's all I got. And until the next video, y'all take care. I'll see you in the next one.